What I have for you today is a lovely sandwich, a tuna melt. Tuna is something that is a go-to for when perhaps you don't feel like cooking, when you don't feel like going out to shop. It's a stable pantry item, so it's something that keeps for a long time and it's easily accessible. Kids can use it too, so that's another user-friendly way to think of it. With this tuna melt, I'm going to start by adding in a little bit of fresh veg, which is celery. Small cuts. I don't want these pieces to be too thick because then each bite of celery will be really overwhelming. I'm making this for two. 1 can of tuna is not really enough for 2 people, and 2 cans of tuna might be too much, but if it's too much, then you have enough for leftovers. So I'll sprinkle in a little bit of celery. See how that goes in terms of my ratio. Looking pretty good. The next thing I want to add is a little bit of Dijon mustard, about a teaspoon. And the next thing I'm going to add is some dried dill. Dried dill is, again, something that you can keep in your spice shelf. It's something that lasts for a long time and is a great complement to so many dishes. So it means you don't have to have the fresh stuff around all the time. A little bit of dill, that worked out to be about a teaspoonful. I also want to add, I need something to mix it together. So I can use mayonnaise, but I'm choosing to use some Greek yogurt because it's something that I've got on hand. I often eat Greek yogurt for breakfast. It's a fantastic probiotic. Real Greek yogurt has had the whey taken out of it, so it means that there's less sugar, and it's a great probiotic for your gut. I may need to add more of the yogurt. Depends how creamy you want it. Some people like really creamy tuna. Some people just like it to still be a little bit dry. I think I'll add in a little bit of salt right now. Good crack of pepper. 2 of my best friends, salt and pepper. I think I need a little more Greek yogurt. So I am going to spread this on top of 2 gorgeous pieces of sourdough, and the sourdough bread is from a local baker, and I'm making use of a loaf that's been around for a couple days, so it's really easy to be able to slice it up and toast it. I've toasted it before I'm going to put the tuna on top, because if I just put the tuna on the regular bread, it might get a little bit soggy. So I've toasted it up, and I'm going to get it ready on the pan. I'm going to add my tuna on top. Doesn't have to be too perfect. I'm gonna grab a little more tuna for the second slice. Spread that one out. Nice generous topping of tuna. Okay, so right now I have finished topping up my pieces of bread, and I'm going to go for some cheese to put on top so I can make this a tuna melt and pop it into the oven. I have some beautiful goat cheese here. This is a hard goat cheese. So I'm just going to take a few slices. Again, don't worry too much about what it looks like. It's all going to melt together. Our tuna melts are ready to go into the oven. I've heated it up to 240 degrees for the top grill, and I'm going to slide it in. 2 to 3 minutes. I'll have a look. I'll keep an eye on it. All right, it looks like it's ready to come out. And this is a perfect time because it's tuna on bread, and that's about all you have right now, but it's a great time to use some leftover cucumber. So cucumber on the side. You could also throw on some cherry tomatoes. You could have a few olives on the side. That also works. Beautiful crunchy cucumber. And that is a fantastic dinner. Good and good for you.